Okay, so uh, this here is the Tier 5 Kirov, the Russian cruiser. So the last thing I did was a review for the Svetlana to the Russian line, and I despise that thing so completely. But I got the Suzuki, and I used free XP to get through that thing and get onto the ship. And oh my god, do I love the Kirov, whatever it's pronounced. I'm gonna say Kirov. But yeah, this thing, oh my god, I love it. The 180mm seem to turn really well. The traverse speed is not bad at all. It has a good top speed. The torps, however, are 4 kilometers, I believe. They're kind of lacking that way. They do a good bit amount of damage, so there is that. And the plane that comes with it, I originally thought was a fighter, but it's not. It's a spotter plane. And so if I were to use that, since they don't have the gunfire control system, it gets me out to 17 kilometers. And I think with the upgraded GCFS, you get about 16 something kilometers. So using that with a spotter plane, pretty much 90% of the map would be in your firing range. These guns are also 180mm, and when they hit, you hit something like a citadel, they do a lot of damage. And the reload speed isn't really bad. It's not nearly as bad, of course, as something like the Furutaka, but it seems to be notably less than the Königsberg. But they are a bigger caliber, so it kind of makes sense. The modules I put on, the first two were the main battery survivability thing and the accuracy upgrade. So I have those on. The third one I ended up slapping on a propulsion upgrade just because I had it laying around. There was no real reason or rhyme to it. I just did it because I had it. So anyway, I did one other match or so in this cruiser, and I really enjoyed it. This thing is pretty damn good. So right here, of course, you look down there. We have and this is the first hull you get. It comes with the spotter plane, and it comes with the torpedo detection or acoustic radar. So that to help with fine torps, and that can be really helpful. The ship isn't incredibly nimble, but it's not. I would say it's not bad. It's definitely not the worst thing. It's good for a cruiser like this of this size. So I mean, you can't dodge torps as effectively as you could with something else like a Königsberg or what have you. But it's still, as you can see, it's really not that bad. I don't want to maneuver too much right here because I want to keep my guns on this target. And again, this is in co-op right now because that's just my style to do a review in first. I could do more playthroughs in PvP, but I like this for the simple fact it's kind of easier to deal with less players and whatnot. Now if I could just load the guns. Kind of stole that one. Only got one hit. But yeah, and of course he was at a really bad angle for me to hit, and I was not shooting as well as I could have. So let's try for this and see if I don't undershoot him. Well, not a bad hit. I mean, it's 1,000. And he is turning on me. So I'm going to turn 2. Unfortunately, I hate doing that. But he is engaging a different target. This actually leaves me a really good strike if I could hit it. And he is in torpedo range now, so I'm going to turn to fire my torps. Fired him a little ahead of him. I got a citadel, a ton of damage. My torpedo tubes were a little too I shot too early, I bounced it. So I fired a little too fast with the torpedoes. By the time my guns reload, I think that'll be it, unless this thing torps me. which it probably will. Oh wow, he survived that. That was a Kohlberg, so I don't need to worry about him. I do have AP loaded. And I hate when that happens. My torpedoes are about to be reloaded. Now I know I'm kind of giving a broadside to this guy, but I don't really need to worry too much about what he can do to me, since he is using HE. Oh, that's a battleship. That's what hit me. I have to use my repair. So we're in a really bad situation right now. This is South Carolina or Wyoming? Oh, it's Wyoming. So I'm knowing this is a really bad thing to do right here, but I'm going to try and fire my torpedoes, which I don't have because I'm not loaded yet. And I'm going to get killed here, definitely. But I mean, I got those other hits there. And you see, there's my steering gears. Now the thing I did put on was propulsion, so yeah, that's not really helping. I'm still in the secondary range, and if he lights me on fire or hits me, I'm dead. Of course, my hope there would be that the torpedoes hit, because like I said, I was going to die. But yeah, as you can see, the cruiser is really not all that bad. It's quite good, in fact. Now, they're probably going to finish him off before my torpedoes hit, of course, and they're going to right now. So that's unfortunate that I didn't get the kill. I only got one kill, but 80 hits. That's 60, sorry. 2 torpedo hits, 2 fires, 2 citadels, 3 things to the flag, 1 flooding. So I could have definitely done a better job, but you know, it's it's fair, I think, for what I did here in this match, especially with the kind of zeal I just went out with. I wasn't being as tactical as I probably should have been. I was a little aggressive, but you know, that's just how things happen, and completely my fault for not paying attention to where that battleship was. I was too caught up with the target. And after they end up killing off this cruiser, we can go back and I can show you the modules again. I think I've shown them before in previous videos, but I can show them again for the Kirov. I wonder if that destroyer has its engines knocked out. Does he? Oh, no, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if it would show me. I don't remember. But he's just kind of sitting there. I think he's waiting to ambush the. Yep, he is. But it looks like he's definitely fired too soon. And there they go. They get the last kill. Yeah, it's fair damage for what I did. And then you see AP shell hits. That's way better than the other cruisers with AP, thanks to those 180 millimeters. So let's go back. And for right now, the captain I was using before in other ships, if this lovely message of DOA. I have these skills here right now, just the basic ones: survivability, torpedo reload, and the expert loader to help facilitate with between battleship and destroyer targets, so I can quickly switch to them and be able to deal with that. But yeah, love the look of this ship. It's just beautiful. A little plane there. Looks really good in this camo. So, alright, let's go take a lookie at the models. Alright, so we have 180mm guns. They have a rate of fire of 4 rounds per minute, 22.5 seconds, 2500 HE, and 4100 maximum AP. Torpedo range is 4 kilometers, 64 knot speed, and rate of fire 1 round a minute, and 14,400 damage. So that's pretty damn good damage, I would say, in my opinion. But again, that range there, you really don't want to get that close to anything. But it's very effective in case something does get close to you, or if you have no choice but to engage a battleship. You can, if you're daring enough, you can get sorry, a little cough fit there. You can get close enough and use those. I mean, you'll probably die in the attack, but if your torpedoes either hit, if all of them hit especially, you might be able to kill it, depending on how much health the battleship has remaining, or at least do significant damage to it for your team. So the original one here, and this is a stock one, has 14.8 kilometer. Again, like I said, with the spotter, I think it puts that out to like 17 something kilometers. I didn't actually show that in game, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And speed, we have 35.5 knots. So pretty damn fast. I am liking that. And here the upgrade, of course, showed that there at 16.3. And in the second mode here, at the second hull, we get plus 2800 health. We lose, it says -1 AA, but then we gain more AA. So I guess, yeah, it loses amount, but the other guns are improved. And a little plus to maneuverability. So let us then go down to here. And, oh, here's this one's name. So we got the accuracy upgrade. Definitely helpful for this thing. Main battery. And, I'd probably say this thing, like I said, I just mounted it because I had it. So I don't know, either this might be, as you saw, I got my engine knocked out, not engine, steering, or the fire and flooding. It could be useful on this thing too. Survivability, artillery, secondary armament here, the 100mm. We have 6 of these, 3 on each side it looks like. Torpedoes, 2 those caliber millimeter, we have that one over there, and of course the other one on the port side right here. So yeah, those are freaking big ass torpedoes. AA defense at the moment, we have 4 of these, essentially the Russian 50 cal. For those, and down here we have 45mm guns. It doesn't have the best AA, but it has decent, I would say, for this. And of course the hundreds being dual purpose, I would say, right there. But you do not have the, at least with this hull, you don't get the defensive fire. I don't know if you get it on the second hull, but and there's probably other reviews that say that, but I haven't seen it. However, there we go. That's almost about it for this video, but here we have a few more things. See there, turning circle radius, again, not bad. I like that. Rudder shift time, 11 seconds. So, you know, I do like that. Concealment. And so let's go over and take this to its closest comparable thing, the Königsberg. That's exterior on the tech tree. Go down to Germany and Königsberg. And so this thing is 150mm with a yep, the traverse time for this is quite a bit slower than the one for the Kirov. This thing's hull there, you can just read that. And it's here that starts out with a longer range, and I believe, yes, it does have just a 0.2 increase in firing range. And this one also does not come with any plane whatsoever in the B hull even. And this has a top speed of 32, So, thoughts, and then this thing. I would say in torpedo range and gun range, it does kind of beat the Kirov out. But it was 2,400 or 24,300 versus. And I did get that right. Oh, that was the health I was looking at. 23 there versus. Yep, this one also gets more health there. So yeah, yeah. So pretty much, this ship is damn good. It looks awesome, and if you get it, it's just great fun to work with and just use. It's way, way better than, of course, the Tier 5 Svetlana, which, God, I hated this thing. Yeah, so just get out of this thing as fast as you can. The gigantic slow destroyer, basically, that's what it is to me. And get this ship, because it is incredible. Well, that's going to do it for this. So, yeah, my opinion, definitely a great ship. 10 out of 10. Well, remember, if you're going to go outside, there's probably going to be ants. I didn't have any cool thing to end with. That's it.